Hello, beautiful soul, my beautiful, beautiful, dear divine feminine. Welcome. This is Mimi. Today, I want to talk about your addiction. Your addiction that is creating and feeding the push energy. Actually, it is the push energy that creates the addictive thoughts and behavior and whatever you do to get that hit from your twin or from the journey itself. Because what happens is when the energy builds up, when it's impossible to stay together, so the running and the chasing begins, which actually is not running and chasing because you're one system. So let's call it is the push and the pull. It is one system. So when it's pushed by one side, the other side has to pull. So let's get that straight. But I've talked about it before, and I might talk about it in detail later. But this very video is about the addiction of the push. Okay, so what the push is, the energy builds up, okay? So you have this, you literally almost want to run after them, like you really want to push them, you want to chase them, you want to hunt them down and just get them, like, and then ask them what's going on, like what the fuck is going on? Why are things changing? Why are you changing? Because you feel that wall. It is an energetic wall. Maybe you felt it before even physical separation happens. You felt it. You felt them closing down, your divine masculine, building a wall up. Because for each journey it's different. There are some people who will just vanish, like their divine masculine just vanish. And there are others, the divine masculine is going to be very almost mean. But in any case, they're reflecting to you. They're reflecting to you where you've been rejecting yourself. So even through ghosting or through rejecting openly, they're just reflecting back to you where you've been abandoning yourself, ghosting yourself, and where you've been rejecting yourself, what parts of you that you've been rejecting. So, but that's another story. Let's get back to the addiction. Because once you recognize it for what it is, it's going to be much easier for you to actually fight it like you're fighting an addiction. Because what you need to calm down is you need to take that energy down. Like you have to make it like chill, just chill, because what you're chilling, what you're cooling down is actually that shared energetic field that you share with your twin. So what happens is the energy is building, so it's impossible for the polarities to stay together, and it's just this until the whole system, the whole energetic system comes to let's call it an equilibrium, to balance, to that neutrality, to that oneness. This system is just gonna however it is easier for you to just imagine physically, because this is beyond form. So we're just giving it form to make you get a taste of it, right? So if you might imagine it like just bouncing around, like this ball that is bouncing around, or like this tornado, or this magnetic movement, whatever resonates with you. But just know that it is one system, and it is the energy that needs to just be balanced and neutralized and alchemized. And what happens there is that because that energy is just so strong, and it's just so powerful, and it's just so active and dynamic, it is making you push. Because it is an addiction. Your twin flame, your divine masculine, your divine counterpart is your class A drug. Like, it is your biggest addiction. So whenever you get that energy, it's like, think of the energies like bumping, right? When you get the energetic hit from them, when you meet them, it's like, whew, off the scale. Like, you cannot compare it to anything else. How it makes you feel. You feel like, whoa, explosions, and in such beauty and grace, but so powerful. Like when you when you have natural disasters, they're almost like they're magnificent. And that force that comes out, that is also there's something about it that is mesmerizing. It is like that when you meet your twin, when you meet your divine counterpart. It's like, whoa, just whoa. But then when the energy builds up and when it's impossible to stay together, when they start pulling back, you start pushing. Because this is one energetic system, whenever there's pushing, there's pulling. But remember, you're leading this. So it doesn't go the other way around. It doesn't go like, oh, so if the divine masculine stops pulling, then you stop pushing. No, you lead this. You lead this. So what happens is, when you recognize the addiction, I say addiction, I know it's not a nice, it doesn't come with nice connotations. It doesn't come with nice, it is not nice, but it is the truth. Because I want you now to look at yourself, self-inquire, and see where it actually is an addiction. Like, because think about it. When you're in contact, because there are some twins that come in and just leave again, they're like in and out. And there are other twins, they go like dead silent. And the physical separation, no contact for a long time. But what happens is, when you're in contact, that push energy is gonna make you chase them, like physically, literally, like maybe bombard them with texts or asking them what's going on, trying to understand. But usually in that stage, you're not aware that you are on the journey. You just cannot believe this beautiful, beyond real love story. This connection is just going shit, basically. You're just in, I'm sure you've heard that term, soul shock. You literally are in shock, because then you're like, then it just goes down. It's a shithole. You know the rest. Dark night of the soul, ego death, like whatever you resonate with. That period is just you, what you think is you, being dismantled and being like thrown on the ground. Feels like something is jumping on it, where it's also releasing all your fears, so you have to face them, and it's just a living hell. But as you slowly move through, you're gonna feel that it's gonna change as you shift. You're gonna see the beauty of this journey, how it purifies you, how it aligns you. But don't let me get off topic here. Let's go back to addiction. So addiction is when you meet them, when you feel that energy, which actually is you in another body, which is what happens there is divine. Like, that encounter is divine. This journey is sacred. This connection is sacred. So what happens there is divine. So once you taste it, you just need to go back. Your push, your energy, your push, polarity, just need to go back to that. You need to just feel it again. That's why you chase, because you're chasing that feeling. You're chasing that. You need just one hit. And then slowly over time, when you slowly realize that, oh, okay, this is not a normal connection, relationship. Oh, this is not like a relationship breakup, or this is like, or they disappear or something, then what happens is this push energy is gonna show itself in other ways, because this push, it is so sneaky. It is a fear-based energy, and it is so sneaky, because what it's gonna do to you is, if you're in contact, that will make you want to contact them. That will make you want to go like, oh, it's their birthday, I need to call them. Oh, I heard their mother is sick, so I need to give them a call. Oh, I had a very bad dream. They had a car crash. I have to check in just to make sure they're okay, just to make sure they still love me, just to make sure they're not seeing anyone else. When you feel that pull, because literally you're gonna feel that pull. First, you're not gonna understand. You're gonna think it's just your whatever you don't accept in yourself, whatever you cringe or let's say, hate about yourself, you're gonna think it's that part of you that's just, getting you to do destructive stuff, or like, that you're gonna regret, whatever. But this is different. This really is different because it's much bigger. The story is much, much bigger. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna make you literally chase them to get a hit. But once you're not in contact anymore, then it's gonna turn into, let me check their social media. Let me check their friends' social media. Let me go just take a ride. So maybe I see them. Maybe I drive past their house or their work, whatever. Or maybe I just have coffee with their sister, because then just your push is looking for ways to get that hit. And then it gets even sneakier. So it goes like, no, I don't even care about them. I'm not in contact with anyone. I'm not following them on social media, whatever. But I follow tarot readings, energy updates for twin flames, like just to make the day, like just to get through. I'll just take my phone and just have another video on twin flames, or just to figure out the journey. I'm not bothered about him, or her, your divine counterpart, your divine masculine, but I just, I'm just in the journey, so I want to know. So what I'm saying is, it is also, like I mentioned this before, because it is fear-based. And remember, fear is a master of disguise. This is the same. Your push energy, your fear-based push energy is a master of disguise. When you think you're done with chasing them physically, then it's going to be energetically, and it's going to find ways. My beautiful, beautiful coach, that beautiful soul, used to say, it's backdoor feeding. Because it is. Because what's going to happen is, let's say you stop everything, then there's that little something that like every divine feminine has that until they go fully into, they take full charge and responsibility of the journey. They have those leaks. They're energetic leaks. Because we want to balance the system, we don't want leaks, because we want to balance it. We want to bring it to the center. We want to alchemize it. We want to neutralize it. So we cannot have leaks, because the leaks in the system is going to shake up the whole system, which is you and your divine counterpart. So what we want to do is bring it all down, and we want to identify those leaks. Is it like once a month looking at old pictures? Is it checking their social media? Is it listening to that one song that you think represents his feelings for you? Or it's that one movie that you used to watch together? Or is it just maybe talking to other twin flames about your story, which all of it is toxic for you? I'm dead serious. You gotta get really serious with yourself. I'm gonna make another video, and actually I'm very soon releasing a course on detox, because detox is key, is so important, because you have to detox to take that energy down, to make yourself, to make the shared energetic field, to make the divine masculine breathe. Because now this is so overwhelming for both of you. It's just your reactions are different to that. Your awareness is different. You know this story. You're aware of the journey. But they just feel like they're just in this chaotic energy. They don't even understand. They don't even know what's going on. So it's really important that you, the beautiful leader of this beautiful dance, to take charge of your own story, of your journey, and go, I'm going fully in. I am kicking this addiction out. That starts with detox. That's very important. That's really important. Because remember, this is divine, this is sacred. This is not going anywhere when you unfollow them on any platform, or when you get rid of pictures, or when you this is not that kind of connection. But also the paradox is, you also have to not lean on the fact that this connection is not going anywhere, if it makes sense. So you have to fully let go and surrender. That's when magic happens. But I don't want to get into that, because the mind is going to cling on to that, and the mind is going to go, so I should let go so they come back. No, it doesn't work. You cannot fool your soul. You cannot fool this journey, because this journey, what wakes up in you is your life force energy, your Shakti, your Kundalini, your inner goddess, God, whatever, your source energy, whatever you resonate with, because it's all form, all words, but actually there is one thing behind. So however you call it, whatever that is waking up inside you, it is, now there's no going back. You're going to get super real, because this energy, the beast that wakes up inside you, ignited by your twin, is not going to let you just go without first getting you naked, in the sense that stripping you off of anything that doesn't belong to you, that is societal conditioning, family, everything that's been put in your mind by TV, by social media, whatever, your family, your culture, everything that doesn't belong to you, to your true essence, to your soul, it is going away. It is going away. There's no going back, because this is your awakening. You cannot go back. You cannot go back. Sometimes you might wish you want to go back, but you can't, and it is the biggest gift. So when it feels like that, just remind yourself, there's no going back, there's no fucking up on this journey. But you gotta get really serious. You gotta get really serious and treat this like an addiction, because those feelings are gonna rise. And as you balance, you're gonna feel it more, because then you're gonna start feeling the divine masculine pulling on the energy. Because when they start feeling that you're taking the energy back, they're gonna start feeling that void. So then they can slowly stop running, stop pulling. Then it neutralizes. But when they feel that void, they're gonna pull on that energy. And what does it mean? It means that they're gonna be looking for that hit as well, because it's the same for them. They just don't realize it, and they cannot word it like you do, because you are the leading twin. But they're gonna feel it. It might be that they think about the connection, they feel lost, they feel like shit or anything. Even if they cannot put their finger on it, you're gonna feel it. Like, because this is whatever happens on that shared energetic field, because you're one soul, one energetic system, you're gonna feel it. But I don't want you to get attached to this idea, because then it feels sweet to go, oh, my divine masculine is thinking about me, they're very sad, because then it feels like, because the push is feeding on that, it's still saying, oh, we're so connected, oh, we're star-crossed lovers, oh shit. No, I don't want you to go there. I want you to get really serious with yourself and go, no, it's like that. If you're trying to quit smoking, you cannot have that cigarette, because even just one puff you're gonna have, then your body's gonna want even more. It is the same. You have to go fully in, really fully in, seriously. This video is getting really, really, really long, but I'm working on that. I'm going to be releasing very soon a detox program, but actually it is simple. You can do it yourself easily, but it's just sometimes it is simple, but it's not always easy, because it's a very strong energy. So if you need a companion, if you need to check in with someone daily, if you need to walk that with someone, I am there. I'll be releasing that. But if you want to do it on your own, it is as simple. You know your leaks. When you get really honest with yourself, you know your leaks. So you just You just stop it. You just take ownership of your journey. You master yourself. It is simple, but it's not easy. But if you need help or support in any way, just check out my website. I'm going to be releasing that program, and when I launch it, I'm going to have a launch price and all that. But let's get back to the addiction. You got to treat this like it's an addiction, because you're going to feel like this. It's going to rise. Maybe you're going to have certain hours of the day. Maybe it's like when you leave work, because at work you were so busy and you just couldn't focus on your journey, and you couldn't just, your push energy couldn't feed on it. So what happens is, maybe for you it's right before sleep, right after work, or when you first wake up in the morning. You're going to have those moments that are more vulnerable, that you're going to be more you're going to have a bigger tendency to those things that are addictive, like checking their social media, checking your favorite twin flame content on YouTube. And you might say, I'm listening to your content. It depends. When somebody's speaking to you from the soul, when somebody's speaking to you to empower you, not feeding your push energy, and when you're in the soul and when you resonate with that, it's different. But when you're reaching to any content with that feeling of as if you're just reaching out for that breathing apparatus, you're just reaching out for that I just can't find the word, but you know what I mean. Like as if someone's just holding a stick to you and you're drowning. Whatever you're reaching out, like you reach out to that stick when you're drowning, it probably is feeding your push energy. But you got to take it easy, because there are times when you might need to do that. And it's okay. Just don't beat yourself up, but try to get really honest with yourself and just get yourself into that state where you know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how can you bring the focus back to yourself before you commit one of those addictive crimes. Because when you first discover twin flames, when you first come across that information, probably in even 5 minutes you get your free time, you're going to go search for it. And it's crazy. It is really tiring. It is exhausting. And then probably in 2-3 weeks, you're going to consume a lot of videos, and you're probably going to be thinking, oh yeah, I'm in that stage. I let go. Yeah, I got that. But actually, this is all your push. This is not a quick fix journey. This is the journey that changes your life. This is a never-ending journey that keeps transforming you, that keeps aligning you with your highest, purest, most beautiful potential timeline, your higher self. So don't let your push dictate what you do. Don't let your push tell you where you are on the journey, because it's very sneaky. It's very sneaky. It's gonna get you searching. Let's say you listen to this podcast, watching this video, something triggers you. Oh, she said this. Oh, she said that. But I heard from another coach that it's this or that. Then you want to go back. You want to check with a third one. Then you want to go on Google. Then you want to go on Quora. And then you're back in the addiction again. Next thing you know, you're smoking a whole pack. It is like that. So just be very, 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 very mindful and observe yourself. Where do you feel like you need to reach out for that breathing apparatus or that stick to get out of that water? Just whenever you feel like you need to reach out to your divine counterpart, or to inflame information, or a tarot reading, anything from outside that you think is going to help you, that you want to reach out, that you want, that is your push. That is your addictive, fear-based energy. So So it's really important to spot it. At first, you might not be able to do anything about it, and it's okay. It's totally fine. It's just you're being the observer and you're bringing it back to yourself. You're staying centered. You're putting in nice music, no lyrics, nothing that can trigger you. You're just slowing down, maybe meditating, maybe having a nice herbal tea or whatever you like, but just easy, and you bring it back. You remind yourself that is your fear-based push energy, addictive energy, and you just bring it back and you just let it pass, you just let it go. And you give yourself whatever you need in that moment. Remind yourself that you don't need anything else. All the answers are within. You can just put your hand on your heart and go, I am loved, I am guided, I am held, I am safe, I am whole, I am complete. Whatever makes you feel in that moment that you're grounded and that you're giving yourself the love you need, make a mantra and say that. But I suggest you really put some key words in there, like you are complete, you are whole, you are safe, you're guided, you're divinely guided, and you trust in divine, you trust in your journey, you trust in yourself. Oh my God, this video is so long. I know I've jumped from one thing to another, but this is really important because once you get that clear, that it's going to be much easier for you. It's going to be much easier for you. My program will be there if you need help and support. And I'll be releasing more videos here on YouTube as well. So stay tuned, you beautiful soul. You got this. This is not easy. So, but don't forget, there's no going back. So let's say you start, you do it, and then there's a setback. It's okay. You just get back on your feet. You remember why you're doing this. You remind yourself that you are detoxing from that toxic energy, not from your divine counterpart, because the truth is you are one soul, so there's no separation. So you remind yourself that you set your intention that you are doing this for yourself. You are doing this for yourself because your push will want you to do it for union or to get your divine masculine back or whatever, but you center it back on yourself. Because what happens when you do that? When you center it on your soul, what happens? The soul aligns with itself. The soul comes back in, like the soul, like, you got this. And for any questions, put them down on the comments or like email me, whatever. Check out my website. And you got this. I'm sending you so much love and light.